big crankbait. That's what we're doing. Probably a square bill, flat-sided, maybe? Flat-sided bait. I don't know what the bill's gonna be yet, but let's get started. Alright, now we got our bait mostly shaped out. We're going to carve or draw out the chamfer lines and then carve them and round off the edges of this bait. And we're just we're just gonna draw a line on each side of the corners here, going down the bait all the way around, and then cut it. Alright, so we got the bait shaped out for the most part. There's a little imperfection right there that you need to sand out the rest of the way. And then there's a couple spots on here that I need to deal with, but that's it, pretty much sanded out. Got the lead pot heating up in the corner, so I have to drill out the lead hole in the bait and the lip on it and seal it all up before we can fill it up with lead, and then we will paint it and finish it. Well, forgot to hit record, set the camera up and everything, and pretty chunky bait, so wanted to give it quite a bit of lead. We made this out of basswood. I don't know if I said that already, but needed some weight in here because it's pretty buoyant bait and it's a lot of wood on this lure, so I need something to counteract that with the lead. I am on a roll today. I just forgot to hit record again. I'm using a circuit board lip, which is just like a super skinny plastic that's really strong and it won't break. I had it pre-made, so I figured why not use it. I mean, the lip's not in there straight, but the slot's pretty much straight. It's a little off, but it doesn't really matter that much. There's a lot of lips, like if you get lips off like a pre-made lure at the store, like any crankbait, a lot of them are crooked, so it won't affect the action that much. I'll just like twist the line tie or something. Next, need to glue that in, and then lead pot needs to start letting lead out because it's not doing it. I don't know what's wrong with it. It won't let any lead out, but we'll figure it out when we get to it. Using some Starbond black medium thick glue here. I like using a thicker glue for like putting hardware in because it doesn't spill everywhere when you do it. So I like to put some in the lip. Just dump some in it, in the slot, not the lip. And then put a couple drops on the lip. Slide that in there. Well, I mean, it's in there. I think I did a pretty good job. With the super glue, you gotta get like almost perfect first try. Wiping the excess glue off of the lip here. Just like that, you have a secure lip. See, it's off like by a hair tilted, but that's not a big deal. I'll fill that in with super glue and baking soda and sand that smooth so you won't even be able to notice it. Nice round lip for a chunky bait. Actually, before lead, we can install the line tie and the 2 hook hangers on the bait. Let's do that. I put the one in the lead hole just because that's also where I want the hook to be, so I just will encase that in lead and it'll be that much stronger. It's all glued in. Now we're just waiting on the lead pop. Alright. Finally got her to work. Probably need to figure out that dripping though. So, we are almost ready to start painting. You can just see my face. Got the lead in there. Still smoking a little bit, so we're gonna let it sit for 5 minutes, let it cool down, and then cover it up, and then finish all the filling in we need to do, like on the lip right there, and start painting. Throw the baking soda on there. I think I'm going to put a layer of UV clear coat on this because I don't feel like doing all the work with the super glue. I'm just gonna smooth off this hole right here with like a file and some sandpaper, and then dip it in the UV stuff and throw it in the tank for 45 minutes, and then come back out and finish painting it. And then it'll have it'll still only have 1 clear coat, but it'll have a smooth start to it. And also, I don't have white paint, and I want to finish it before that comes in the mail. It's gonna take like a week to get here. So if I cover this with UV, it won't have any like wood grain marks on it, if that makes sense, showing through the paint. So yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. Need to restock on this stuff. Getting real low. Let that hang for probably like 10 minutes. I don't want a super thick clear coat on it, so. Starting with gold. Probably give it like 2 or 3 coats of the gold, and then put the yellow on. I only have transparent yellow. Kind of annoying, but we'll deal with it. This angle's way worse, but the lighting's better. The window was messing it all up. Now, I'm gonna throw this transparent yellow on the bait. I gave it a gold base coat because transparent is see-through. So, we're gonna do that. Try to get our like bluegill fire tiger base for this bait. Worked pretty good. It's like a gold yellow. I might do another coat of the yellow. Some green on the back. Let that dry. Now, I think I'm gonna add some red on the chin and a little bit on the belly of the bait to give it that like red belly that bluegill or sunfish have. Worked really well with the gold. Something to be aware of when you're painting your lures is if you don't have a certain color, a lot of times you can you don't have to mix colors and then put them in your airbrush. A lot of times you can put a color down as a base coat and then put a color lightly on top of that and it makes the color you wanted. So I didn't have an orange, so I just threw some red in the brush, but I had like a goldish yellow base coat on there. So I just lightly sprayed the red on there until it was the color of orange that I wanted. I didn't have to do any extra mixing or reducing or any of that. It was just sprayed 2 different colors on the bait and it made the color I wanted. Alright, so now I'm going to add some black stripes. I'm just going to freehand them and then maybe put a black dot on there where we want it, where we want the eye to be, and then I think I'm done. I don't think we're gonna get super crazy with the stencils on this one. I kind of wanted like a bright bluegill pattern on it, and I think if I add some stripes, some bars, and a black eye socket and stick a nice eye on there, it'll bring it all together. So pretty much done. And that is our finished bait right there. Turned out real nice. I'll have a test video, like testing the action on it. Probably like a short coming out soon. It's just fishing weather's not good right now, and all the spots I'd take this to try to catch fish, I'd probably lose it. A lot of trees and stuff and snags. So I'm gonna wait till the fishing's actually good so I have a good chance of catching a fish with that. But thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.